Hey everyone. Okay, so I just had some tofu. I had an ice cream sandwich. I am ready to roll. I watch Jersey Shore a lot because it's very good escapist television. I'm going to school. I'm starting school back up on Monday. I've been reviewing a lot of math stuff because I have to take this math class. And so I really need my brain cells to go to sleep. And that's when I watch the Jersey Shore. And I don't know if anybody here watches it. It's awesome. It's bad, but it's like awesomely bad. But the episode I watched Thursday, and it just repeated that I'm doing a review on, is called Drunk Punch Love, and there's all of that in the show all the time. Okay, so there's a lot of Sammy and Ronnie business going on in here. Now, Ryder, who is Snooki's best friend, and Dina, who is the new roommate, the episode starts off like JWoww's boyfriend left, blah, 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 they're crying. Ryder and Dina are like, oh my god, Snooki and Jenny aren't here yet, what should we do? And so they're like, oh, it's broad daylight, it's like 9 a.m., let's go get wasted, because that's what people do a majority of the time on the show. And they're all like making noises and dancing and are like, I'm gonna puke, I don't want to get on rides. And it cuts to them like, yay, on a ride. And so that's boring. But anyway, so they go out to a club later, and Ronnie's like talking to a girl that has a baby, and she's like in a serious relationship. And Sammy like gets like crazy eyes, or like squinty crazy eyes, and gets all upset for no reason. And then they go home, and she's like laying on her like leopard print comforter, and she's like, you never loved me, I hate you, I'm gonna go home. And I'm like, thank God, I'm sick of this girl, she needs to go home. And then instead of going home, she's like, I'm going home. And she goes down drunkenly and like puts her hair extensions up in a ponytail. Or she does that later. But she like grabs a piece of pizza and is like, I'm bringing Ron a piece of pizza. And then she's like, Ron, I brought you a piece of pizza. And Ron's like laying on the bed like forlorn with his like steroided muscles like, spread out like wings of pain. And he's all like, oh my god, I can't deal with you anymore. You're going to give me pizza, and you should have given me a protein shake, because that's a real apology. And she's like, whatever, I'm done with this. And she like walks out. And then he's like, I'm done with you, and pulls out all her clothes and like just throws them around the room, and it like starts cackling like mwahaha. And Mike, the situation, is like, no way, bro, and like, is just there. And then, so anyway, so like, Sammy comes up and is like, I hate you, my clothes are everywhere, and then like eats more pizza. And then anyway, so then Ronnie, this is awesome, Ronnie starts crying like, he's like crying like a wounded, bitch. Like he's like a little bitch. And okay, like guys, I'm not saying that you can't cry over things. As a woman, when a man cries, unless it's for like something serious, like I don't really know what to do. Like if a man's like crying at the end of a movie, I don't know really like what to say to him. Like, it's okay, Nicole Kidman wasn't really dead. Like, it's like, that's awkward for me. I'm not equipped to do that. You're supposed to put your arm around me because I have estrogen and tears come out of me easier than it should with you. So punch a wall, don't cry. But of course you can cry for serious things. But their relationship is so stupid that it's like, why are you crying? Why are you even in this relationship? This is the dumbest relationship I've ever seen in my life. And we all agree, I'm sure, like they've got such a stupid relationship, and it's just like, and I would just like to say on my little soapbox, or as this isn't a soapbox, it's a chair with like flowers on it, you can't see, but they're there. And then the banana brine in the background. Haha. It's in the background. I love my banana brine. What was I saying? Well, that was silly of me. I'm still going to put this up. I'm not going to retake this. Basically, if you don't trust somebody, just don't date them. And Sammy doesn't trust Ronnie, and Ronnie's always upset. If you're not happy with someone, don't be with them. And if you're fighting all the time, guess what? There's like a bajillion people on the planet. Someone else will come around that you like and that you won't fight with as much. So just stop being silly about it. Stupid. So anyway, Jenny and Ronnie, JWoww and Ronnie like make up, and JWoww's like, oh my god, I've always cared about you. And they make up, and then since Sammy hates Jenny for no good reason, flips out, and she's like this like spray tanned, pre-skin cancerous gargoyle, and she's like hanging off the balcony because she hears that Jenny and Ron are like friends, and she's looking down at them, and she's like, "Are you friends with her? Are you friends with her? Answer me! Answer me! Are you friends with her? Are you friends with her? Are you? Are you?" And he's like, "I'm not doing this anymore." And then she comes down and asks him, "Are you friends with her? Just answer me. I'm putting my hair extensions up. Oh, I love my hair extensions. Are you friends with her?" And Ronnie's like, "Yeah." And so she punches him in the face and is like, "I'm going home." And I'm like, finally, again, finally, just go home. I'm sick of you. You get on my nerves. Go home. Either go home or, like, act like Snooki and be 4 foot tall and drunk and fun, because that's what I want to see. I just want to see Snooki dance and be a little spray tan ball of dancing drunkenness. And you're not doing it, Sammy. So you need to get shorter and drunker and less shrill. And so she's not doing that. So she's like, "Mom, pick me up." And her mom like sounds actually normal. It's like, "Honey, what's wrong?" And Sam's like, "I'm annoying. I need to go home." And her mom's like, "I don't want you to come home because you're annoying." And that's not what she said, but I'm sure it's what she was thinking. And that's mean of me. But anyway, so everybody like wants her to stay for no reason. And then Sam's like, "No, I have to go." And she goes to talk to Ronnie, and she's like, "Look, I'm sorry, but I'm hurt. I need to go." And then Ronnie like leaves, and then he starts crying again, and Mike and him have this little tender bromance moment, and it looks almost like they're about to make out, but then Sam comes in, and I was like, "Oh, I was hoping that like Sam and the situation were about to make out, because like the situation is like massaging his shoulders, and it's like, "I'm here for you, bro." And I thought it would be like a great twist on the show, but they don't. Sammy just sits down, and then so they're just sitting down, and like he's crying, and she's like, "Ugh," and they're just this mopey pile of like mopey pointlessness, and it's like this, you're just watching like, I don't even feel sympathy because your relationship is so pointless, and it's your fault that you're in it, and you're both just annoying, and you're upset over like dumb, like people have actual problems, and you're upset because I don't even, like, you both are not good for each other, and you just get drunk, and then he dances and you get upset. It's so stupid. And so anyway, somehow they snuggle, and magically everything works out. Everything works out, and Jenny and Sammy are friends again, and everybody's friends again, and everybody's conveniently okay. And so, but and they buy a stripper pole too, and but Sammy's still like, "I hope things work out. I don't know if I trust him. It's hard to be with somebody that I don't trust." And at that point, it's like, I'm glad that Sammy like made up with Jenny, because I thought that was obnoxious that she was even mad at her. But it's like, don't date Ron anymore if you don't trust him. Just, be friends with everybody. And I mean, you're all getting wasted all the time. So if you're like me, you're not going to be upset after you have a few drinks in you over anything. So, they're all drunk 99.9% of the time. So if you feel like things are going to be awkward with Ron, how are they awkward? You're all intoxicated. You don't even remember the entire season probably by the time it's over. So, and don't you have a bajillion dollars for doing nothing? Calm down. And I would like to close this review with a thought. And this is to anybody in a bad relationship, or, you're with someone you don't like, or your girlfriend punches you in the face and tans way too much, and you go to like give her a kiss, but her hair extension comes out, and then she says you cheated on her, which is what Sammy probably does all the time. Here's what you need to remember. This is a quote from the series finale of Sex and the City by Carrie Bradshaw. "The most exciting, challenging, and significant relationship of all is the one you have with yourself. And if you find someone to love you love, well, that's just fabulous, Sammy." Bye.